Artists have money, but a lot of times they have no audience, and this makes many want to abort the mission before they even start. And I feel you on this. But if you want a chance to kind of get some experience, some connections, and some other inroads into this industry before you actually get a chance to play on the court as an artist or as a big time artist in this game, then I got 3 ways to make this happen, especially for those of you all who don't have an audience yet or who really don't want to be in the spotlight but want to play this game like a major artist. Coming up right here on the Music Money Makeover Show. First and foremost, we gotta stop at the sync industry. Everybody looks at the sync industry as a place where you can, kind of dig in and say, hey, this is where I wanna put my boots at because I don't necessarily wanna be a major artist, but I wanna make money in this industry and be recognized with certain things like a major artist. You know what I'm saying? Like I can still have that same feeling, but I can still have a private life. And a lot of people flock towards the sync industry. So check it out. Moving directly to agencies or production music libraries is the top way an artist who does not care about the spotlight or who does not have an audience can make money and still be a relevant force in the music industry. It allows you to play in the shadows, but if you develop your art and its distribution and sales strategy to a high degree, you will be able to become a top player amongst the industry. So what I'm saying is this: a lot of times you can enter into the synchronization space and let me clear the air on this too. The synchronization space does not want artists who are strictly making sync music anymore. That was like 5 years ago, and they don't want that anymore. They want artists who are going to be artists, whether you're independent, getting 1,000 streams a month or whatnot. Whatever the case may be, they need music that can fit what it is they're trying to get, but they need you to do it authentically. And that's what they're looking for. So therefore, you get the chance to be an artist, but at the same time, you get a chance to pitch your music to synchronization agencies. And if you do it really well, you get the chance to be an artist at the same time while making music for sync. Not tailor fitting it to sync, but just being who you are, right? And you'll learn how to kind of balance the two. And once you balance the two, you can potentially make a lot of money, especially when the agencies know that you can write these records really fast, produce them, and get them out really fast, and they'll have quality to them. You see what I'm saying? So if you get in the sync space and you learn how to play it correctly as an artist or for what they need, then this could be a great avenue for you that has no audience to build an audience and get the accolades that someone would from publishers and other label reps out there. All right. So let's go to something for my DJs and my producers here. Check it out. Remixer, interfacing directly with record labels to make one-off sales or to strategically place remixes online, puts you in a position to play amongst the shadows as well as dabble in the spotlight. Many remixers gain much praise from the general public as well as those within the industry. Again, if your strategy is fine-tuned, you'll be able to make a significant amount of revenue to support your lifestyle. So remixing is a great way to actually make some money in this game or gain some notoriety as a DJ producer artist. So a lot of times producers want to be recognized as instrumentalists, and they move into the remix world because this allows them to actually get on the radar of record labels. And record labels love remixers because when it comes time to actually have your stuff remixed, people will be looking for you. Major artists will be looking for you. And now you can play in the spotlight with the major artists. And you had no audience. Of course, you're going to build the audience, but this allows you to not necessarily have to go so hard in the yard with it, if you will, to, hey, I got to get this audience right now. We got to build really, really hard. You get what I'm saying? So once you have this going, then it's going to be pretty nice for you as a producer. So let's go into the third step right here, and that is backline recording artists. Backline recording artists are people that record great vocal or instrumental performances for hire or for royalties, depending on what they do. This allows you to stay booked if the art that you create while recording is in high demand. Many singers are starting here due to the fact that you can use sound better or air gigs to do backline work easily and make cash easily, depending on how you market yourself. Now, this is a great place for vocalists and writers to make some serious money, writers with vocals, to make some serious money while they're trying to get their shot in the game. If you got a vocal, you got a talent and ability to actually lay some backing vocals, use that sucker, because now you can make some serious money while you're trying to get your thing going. You know what I mean? So it doesn't, if you have a talent, you want to use the talent. You don't want to let it fall by the wayside just because, oh, I can't get known as a big artist right now. Like, I'm not getting my way, but you have vocal talent that can be utilized. You see what I'm saying? So check it out. What do you mean by marketing? Many creatives never place themselves in the proper channels where people are looking for their services. They never really push through like a real business. The shadows require much more business acumen than the light. And this is true because on the back end of the industry, you're really doing more of a business to business type of service than a business to consumer type of service if you're like the artist that's standing in the spotlight on the front side of the business. So on the back end, people will want you to be a lot more professional, and you do have to take your marketing seriously so you can actually place your services and your product in the proper channels. Now, I do understand that artists who stand in the spotlight have to do their marketing as well, but it is more of a forethought in this position than an afterthought for those creatives who want to do the business to consumer world type of thing. Now, what if I want to do both? In my experience, I found that artists who have many focuses never master any of the areas. They make money here and there and somehow continue to try and prove to the world that you can do it all. And these are the common mistakes of creatives, right? So pick a major area and a side hustle area and see it through. That's all I want to say, because, okay, let's say I want to dibble and dabble in being a major artist or just an artist in the spotlight, and I want to do this stuff on the back end. And a lot of times things will begin to slip through the cracks. So the sync industry will be very, very demanding of you. But the other ones you can slide on. The problem is you can't, it's going to be hard to divide your creative time when you put too many creative resolutions on your plate to get your art out to the world, right? So if I'm a singer who plays guitar, I'll probably offer my guitar backline work and my vocal backline work, and then I'll work on being an artist, right? I'm still gonna put my music out there, but I'm not gonna go so hard body with the sync work. I'm gonna find an agency that can represent me, but I'm gonna stay focused on, you know, the backline part as the minor and me being an artist as the major. Now, if I wanna go into the sync world, I'll say, I'm not necessarily going to be an artist who wants to stand in the spotlight. I'll stand on the side, but I'm going to go hard in the yard with the sync work, and then I'll minor by doing the backline work. You get what I'm saying? Or the producer may say, I'm going to do a lot of sync work, and I'll move into the production music library space. But on the flip side, I'm also going to work on remixes. That way I can get known as a producer in the game or a DJ in the game by remixing. And at the same time, I can get known on this side of the game in the sync world by actually producing great backing tracks for reality TV and TV shows that don't require much heavy placement. You get what I'm saying? So that's how you can kind of mix things up here. Well, why did you list only 3? Because it's going to be hard as a new artist with no audience and no connections to impress the shadows or the light with no skills. So these 3 categories allows you to build your skills and not ruin your reputation. Again, like I said earlier, you don't want to overwhelm the plate. You know what I mean? You still have to be sharp in these areas for you to actually grow. So that's why I only put 3 here. See what I'm saying? But as you do begin to build with these 3, you will need your foundation for your business to help it out. So if you're a music creative or an industry executive who wants to build your record label or publishing company in 60 days or less with the foolproof step-by-step process, jump into my 60-day record label course beneath this video today. You'll gain the ability to get funding for your record label. You eventually won't screw yourself contractually, because I'm gonna show you how not to do that. And you'll cut the middleman from getting their hands dirty inside of your publishing revenue. We'll cut that middleman out of there. But if you're a little bit skeptical about how this process works, grab my free guide, 10 Major Steps to Increase Your Record Label's Profits. A free split sheet is included with that download. But let's talk about the upside in this particular situation here. Taking advantage of this strategy can put money in your pocket for a long time, especially while you're building the opportunities for your big time shot to get in the game. It also builds connection to make that shot easier. I mean, this is kind of a no-brainer. Here's the downside. Doing both at the same time will be a difficult task. Remember, as a new artist, you'll more than likely have a job, so you can't forget about your for show money before you get some more money. So if you were looking for a way to kind of pull yourself off of the bottom of the barrel, get in the game, or play, I don't know, minor league ball, if you will, instead of the NBA ball or the D League, if you're looking for a way to kind of make that happen, this is one of the ways it can happen. And then if you say, hey, you know what? I think I'm ready for the NBA. I can transfer my way up, and I got the skills to prove that I'm ready to play on that court. and then you can go have a free-for-all over there, or at least for as long as you can last. See what I'm saying? So, music money makers, if you make music, you should always make money. Log on to musicmoneymakeover.com, jump into the 60-day record label course beneath this video, download the free stuff below, book a call on musicmoneymakeover.com, smash the like button, and I'll see you next time. Peace.